guys, how are you today? Welcome to the 3-day diction challenge with the Diction Queen. It's day 1 and I believe you are ready. I am ready too. So the objective of this 3-day challenge is to help improve your pronunciation. First, you must remember, like I always say, that when it comes to speaking with correct pronunciation, it is not about sounding fake or sounding tush or potch or sounding foreign. No, it is about articulating the sound in each word correctly. And one thing that would help you to do that is the IPA. And that's why I decided to talk about the IPA again today. What exactly is the IPA? The IPA stands for International Phonetic Alphabet. International Phonetic Alphabet. And I can tell you for free that the IPA is a powerful tool for improving your English pronunciation. English spelling can be quite irregular. It often leads to pronunciation difficulties, and the IPA bypasses this issue. The fact that you can identify each sound, you can decode them in words, and you can articulate them properly would help you to overcome spelling or pronunciation difficulties. So let's get to it. Right here, I have the IPA chart, also called the phonemic chart. On the chart, you have the sounds of the English language, and it contains the consonant sounds and the vowel sounds. The consonant sounds are 24 in number, while the vowel sounds are 20 in number. The 20 vowel sounds are divided into the monophthongs and the diphthongs. Now, day 1 today, we will talk about just a pair of consonant sound, because I do not want you to have too much information and that becomes overwhelming. I want you to learn and practice. Remember, practice brings transformation. So let's get to it. So the sound we will learn today is the S and Z sound. These two sounds are often confused by Nigerians. These two sounds are often mispronounced by Nigerians. The one thing you must realize is the spelling of a word does not always directly correspond to its pronunciation. What that means is sometimes you can have letter S and it can make the S sound. Sometimes the same letter S can make the Z sound. It's so funny. So let's explore different scenarios where S or Z can make different sounds. So the first sound we will learn is the sound. The sound is a voiceless alveolar fricative. It means that the air is forced through a narrow passage between your tongue and your alveolar rig without vibration. So because there is no vibration in your vocal cord, we say this is a voiceless sound. Why for the Z, there is usually a vibration. For this Z sound, there is usually vibration in the vocal cord. Your vocal cords vibrate. So we say it is a voiced fricative sound. Now, the sound, of course, we know that letter S can make the sound. Like in snake, Sam, S-O-M-E, Sam. Now, sometimes when we have letter S in between two vowel letters, most people tend to articulate the S as a Z. No. Sometimes it works like that. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. In fact, there is a rule that states that. But there is the exception. That's English for you. So I do not believe in that rule. I do not believe in such rule. So instead, you want to be able to identify those words where letter S makes the sound and those words where letter S makes the Z sound. So for example, the first word I have here is base. The S is in between two vowels. However, it makes the sound. It doesn't change its sound. Another example is case, loose, basic, rice. Now in the word rice, it is letter C that makes the sound. Rice, December, police, Rocks. Now, in the word rocks, you realize the letter S is acting as a suffix in its plural form now. Now, sometimes when you add letter S to make a word plural, sometimes it sounds, sometimes it can make other sounds. So let's consider such word, rocks. How do you know when letter S is at the end of a word in its plural form and it's sounding s? All you need to do is to identify the sound that you have before the S. If the sound that you have before the S is a voiceless sound, then the S will sound S. For example, the word rock. The word ends with K. Should you place your palm on your vocal cord, your throat, you will not feel a vibration. Because you aren't feeling a vibration, then the K sound is a voiceless sound. So if I add S to that word, because the K sound is a voiceless sound, the S will retain the sound, rocks. Another example is taxi, where we have letter X in words. Sometimes it can sound S as well, as in words like taxi, Texas, explain. In the word explain, when you have EX at the beginning of a word, it can make different sounds, 3 different sounds. But then let me explain the one we have here. When you have a sound that is a voiceless sound after the EX, most times the X will sound KS, as in X, explain. Did you get that? Expose, E to C. Now let's go to the second sound for today. Z. Remember, this is a voiced sound. Make sure there is a vibration. Make sure your vocal cord, your throat is vibrating. Zzz. You have words like rose. Now look at the word rose. We have S in between 2 vowels. We have S in between 2 vowels. And because of that, the S sounds like Z. Unlike the first word in the other example. Rose, raise, rise, lose, please, busy, hers. Now, sometimes as well, when we have letter S, when it's acting as a suffix, when you're trying to add it to a word to make the word becomes plural, sometimes the S sounds like Z. How do you know? The sound that you have before the S, if it is voiced, then the S will make the Z sound. So all vowel sounds are voiced. So like in the word hers, the sound that we have before the S is a vowel sound. So it's automatically a voiced sound. Hers. So the S there will sound Z. Hers. Theirs. Begs. In the word begs, the sound that you have before the S is G. If you place your palm on your vocal cord, you will feel a vibration. It's a voiced consonant sound. So because of that, the S will sound Z. Begs. Example. Now look at example, another word with EX. The sound that you have after the EX is a vowel sound. So because a vowel sound is a voiced sound, the X there will sound Gz. Unlike the other example where it sounded Ks. So we have example, exam, exit, exit. Exit has 2 pronunciations anyway. Now let's move to the sentence practice. The first sentence, the loose screw caused the bike wheel to lose its balance. Now let's analyze this sentence. The word that lose, L-O-O-S-E, makes the sound. Loose. Screw also makes the sound. Caused. The S in that word makes the Z sound. Caused. Lose, L-O-S-E, the S there also makes the Z sound. Balance, the C there makes the sound. So let's read it again. The loose screw caused the bike wheel to lose its balance. The second sentence, the police officer asked us to please be quiet. Police sounds, officer sounds, asked sounds as. Please sounds Z. The police officer asked us to please be quiet. The teacher asked me to explain my answer with a clear example. Now we have our exercise. Every day, the video will come with each exercise. So I want you to pronounce these words that I have here Pronounce them correctly. Identify if you can hear the sound or you can hear the Z sound. Make a sentence with each of them. That is the first exercise. For the second exercise, sentence number 2 and number 3. Underline the words, the sound Z, and circle the words that sound S. If you have any question, feel free to ask in the group. By evening, I will come to the group to attend to those that have submitted their assignment or their exercise. Remember, your commitment to this is what brings about the transformation that you seek. And of course, we have 2 slots opened for 2 people to join the 6-week Diction Master Academy at no cost. And interestingly, by day 3, we would meet via a Zoom session where we will be able to practice together. Make sure you do not miss that Zoom session. But bye for now. Have a great day. I will see you again